which are there in the BRIMS, and I am using this template, this document, which is SAP standard. And on top of that, we will go through that, most of the topics. And but since it's a SOM subscription, like order management specific training, so we will cover all these topics within the SOM. But just for today, is a basic in how the SOM will work with in terms of the entire BRIM solution. So in that way, I just using this document as a reference. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
as you know, Raju, you already have a experience in the BRIM. You maybe you can just explain us a little bit about like what kind of scenarios in the CI you have worked up already. And so in that way, I can see that how much depth, how much the knowledge you already have, and what are the gaps which we need to cover over the trainings.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
worked mostly on CI FICA. So in CI part, I have worked on billing and invoicing, uh, invoicing mass activities.
Okay.
Coming to FICA, I worked on payments, check management and all, mostly on FICA.
But
So in
but
BRIM,
in
so yeah, yeah.
in your, sorry to cut you, but in your CI, let's say you have worked on CI, so you were creating the billing, right? That
Yeah, yeah.
and for that one, you will be getting the data, let's say subscription contract or provider contract from upstream system. Maybe it's a SOM or maybe from any other solutions, right? It
Yes,
could be
yes,
CPQ or like SD or any other solution. Is it right?
yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
then in the CI also, were you be having like which kind of like subscription billing, or is you also work with the consumption billing also, consumption scenarios
Both,
also?
both I worked, both I worked with consumption billing and subscription billing. Uh, so as I get bits, so from there my work starts. Once bits
Okay.
are ready, then
Yeah.
I'll be doing billing, invoicing, collective invoicing. So all
Yeah,
these
collective
activities and
invoice. So
everything.
you basically work from the invoicing part, but you must
Yes,
be interacted with, you would have been interact with SOM team also, that
yes, yes,
how.
yes.
Yeah.
CC team, some team. Yes, yeah,
Yeah, so then I think most of the basic concept you already know, what is the business partner, how the product is set up, what are the products. Then you have from the product, then you use those product and business master partner to create a first quotation or solution order, the subscription
no, those are
contract.
all
And
comes under SOM. Okay, I have not much worked on that.
yeah, but let's say
Yeah.
yeah, that
Hmm.
comes under the in some part, but you work when the contract is created, and at
Yes,
that
I
time.
worked. Yeah, I used
Yes.
that one. Contact
Okay.
BV and all
So
I have
before
used.
that one, what we will do, we will cover, this before the billing part, we will cover. So you can
Hmm.
see like billing and revenue, like what is the BRIM full form is SAP Billing and Revenue Innovation Management. And these are the, key five processes which
Mhm.
happen, which in the BRIM. And you can see one of the first process is that business model design and pricing configuration. That is
Mhm.
the key where, you are designing your business model, how you are putting your, products, how you are subscribing your services, and what are the pricing models or pricing you are going to use for your subscription or so your subscription, right? So
Yeah.
that first part is that you define your pricing, you define your product, then you put your product structure, and then you attach this product structure with the different pricing configurations. And then finally that is done, then you to start using your start creating your subscription, right? So
Yes.
that is where we see the business model design, pricing configuration, and that is the key element in the BRIM, and that is the starting point of the BRIM. I would say that's the starting point of the BRIM, and most of the time that is the point where you will get a lot of third parties, or I would say out of SAP tools or solution is currently used by business, right? Let's say, because down, like those are the interactive tools, right? Because first what you do, you identify your customer, potential customer. Then or let's say take example of Netflix subscription, right? So what you generally do, we just go to that internet, search for a Netflix site, that okay. Then what we do, we search for the see for the multiple product. Okay, what are product? Nothing but the subscription for the Netflix, right? Because every subscription for us and for end user is a subscription, right? You are, but for the system and for the S4 BRIM, it's a product. Okay,
Yes.
every subscription, every service in S4 system is a product. So you
Yes.
select your product. Before selecting, you just compare the product also, that okay, for this product I'm getting 3 months of subscription. What are the features I'm getting this? Okay, 100, let's say 1 month internet free. There are multiple features you got it. So those are called a product attribute in a sports system. Okay,
Yes.
then
Yeah.
after every that for each product attribute you will have a different pricing. Okay, within that product you
Yes.
will see that okay, if I select this product, it have three features. It's a monthly subscription, it have then three movie free, then it have another web series, or let's say any series is free. But how
Yeah.
much I am going to pay if I opted for this product? I would be charged for 30 euro per month. Okay, now
Okay.
for go for this, that is the standards product you select. You see that these are the difference. Now you just select one level above premium product. In the premium
Mm.
product, now you get to know that okay, I am getting for this one 200 movies for every month. I'm getting 6 web series. I'm getting a three new released movies free. So that is called
Mm.
the premium. Then on
Mm.
top of that, another could be the gold, platinum. So those are the different subscription. And
Mm.
for those subscription, nothing but a product. For every product, we have different attributes that is called
Mm.
as a features for end user. And for every attribute, you will have a different pricing.
Yeah.
Now for end user, that to display those features or those different pricing for as a SAP BRIM consultant, how you design those product and the pricing, how that is where you do the task in business model design and pricing configuration. To define your pricing configuration such a way that okay, for this product, if I use these three attribute or these three features, then my pricing should be calculated based on this attribute, and total pricing would be 30 euro. If for premium product, if these are the three attribute I selected, use, then my pricing would be 45 euros. So that is where you generally you do all kind of configurations, all kind of attributes, or let's say advanced variant configuration is used for to display multiple attributes for the product. Okay, I'm just telling I'm just not going through the theory part. Just keep my word, whatever I'm saying you, I'm just explaining those as a business use case scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
and
also solution quotation, how we create
yeah, and I will
uh,
tell you, if
bundle
you keep
products. Yeah.
keep you hearing my word, right, you will
Yeah.
you will clear all the interviews, because I also
Okay.
used to take care of a lot of the interviews, and in the same sequence I used to ask them the questions that okay, tell me, if I have a new subscription, my company have decided that okay, we are getting a competition from our rivals, and they are getting more discounts or more features for the same kind of subscription. Let's say Jio and Airtel, these are the two companies in India, and they have their own plans, like monthly plan is there. Now after later point of time, after they do the business evaluation, and top leadership decided that no, uh, our plan, we are lacking in this game of subscription, and our plan is not that attractive, which or like Geo have. Now what Airtel
Okay.
decided that okay, we want to give some more additional features, that okay, for monthly subscription we will give you you know let's say 10 movies as a free, right?
Yeah.
So and then say, and they will also say that okay, we will give a another kind of, let's say they said that okay, with the subscription the home internet is also free. Now as a this is the, now they have decided, now what you have to do, you have to change your product, existing product, and now you have to also add your new pricing, okay, within your product, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you are able to put that change product, new attribute, and your pricing, then ultimately when the business users will able to use that product, that subscription, they will get a more benefit. So that
Yeah.
is where pricing configuration come in the picture. That is where a product catalog come in the picture, and
Yeah.
that usually do outside of the SAP. Okay. I would say
Yeah.
not outside of the SAP, within SAP, but I would say outside of the BRIM, or let's say some most of the time, because this pricing and product add-ons on product attributes, and to create a multiple product with sub items, right? Let's say top product is my subscription, top up that I want home internet, so those are second home internet is a sub product, right? So
Yeah.
to put those product between each other and to calculate that pricing, that is very difficult task, and that is generally you done by CPQ. I had
Yeah.
experience in CPQ. I have experience in doing all this thing, SAP SOM itself also.
Mhm.
So, so in the CPQ in SAP come up with this solution that okay, for product catalog and pricing configuration, just use the CPQ, and in the CPQ you will have a lot of options, very easy to use it, and you can quickly configure a new product and assign a determine a pricing. And as soon as user is able to create a new product, and they were able to create a new subscription, they will what they will do, they just create a subscription from CPQ itself, and just send that request to create a mark transactional data in our BRIM system. And that is where our second task, some subscription order management will come in the picture. In subscription
Okay.
order management, what will have, you know just in coming back to our earlier transaction, earlier example, that you were able to identify Netflix, that okay, I'm going to use for this plan, this subscription. As soon as you click on the subscription, you put your detail, your customer detail, everything you fill up, and you submit the button. What you will get, you will get a response as a ticket ID, or let's say subscription ID, right? Subscription
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
So for end user, that is the subscription. That user will get it as the at the user end user interface. But for the subscription order management in the system, either is sub solution quotation or subscription order, will be created. And for that subscription order, if your subscription immediately started, let's say you just opted a prepared scenario, that you opted subscription, you paid that, you put already 30 euros 45 for this month, then your contract is started from today itself. Then it means your contract is active in S4 system. And for you end user, your subscription started, what you will have, you just go and switch on your TV, and or let's say your, and you will start watching your Netflix access, right? So that is
Mm.
where BRIM is coming in the picture, and that is where every this subscription model is quietly nowadays in creating a lot of buzz or the market. Because let's take example of metros, right? In metros, what you have a monthly subscription plan, that you have a 150 in like I was there in Delhi metro. I was using the Delhi metro, and there was a plan of 300 rupees for every month. In that way you can have unlimited rides, right, in that plan. So what
Yeah.
we took a metro card. We just do the subscription for every month, 300 euro 300 rupees subscription, and we just do swipe in, swipe out. And what happened for that subscription, when you do the swipe out, swipe in, your system is calculating the subscription, calculating that how many rides you have done. Till the time your rides is completed is fine. Like within that, you have unlimited rides, then you can travel for that month any unlimited travels in metro rides. Okay, I
Yeah.
take example of nowadays in your toll like toll plazas. Now that just an example, government is saying that you do a subscription of 300 3000 rupees, and you will have a 12 month of unlimited, or I would say, I don't know how much they have given, but I would say that they have 3000 rides they have given as a subscription, right? So that is where also BRIM is used, right? User
Yeah.
has opted that okay, 1 year subscription for toll. And for users, like we said that okay, I have taken a 1 year toll subscription. But in S4 system is a BRIM itself, it's managing by BRIM. They create a sub solution order. They create a subscription contract and provider contract, and they just send it that to CI for the billing. And for in the CI system, it is a 1 year yearly billing. So for that one, they have created a one billing document for the subscription item. And for the and it's system has generated a billable bits. And then finally it's created invoice. And now from the CC system, for every ride, whenever that person do, system will keep tracking his his signals, or let's say consumptions, that okay, how many rides he has already done for those subscriptions. So just
Okay.
think through that your mind that how the BRIM is, how the BRIM scenario is happening from end to end, right? From business scenario.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and that
Yes.
is where when you are able to map your when you are able to map you all these business scenarios from your day-to-day lives, right? From let's say from metro examples, and for let's say launch also, airport launch also. Same thing, you
Yeah.
have your premium card, right? In the
Yeah.
premium card, everything is on subscription, or in this subscription, like that is where BRIM is quite nowadays is used by multiple companies, right? Multiple
Yeah.
businesses. Premium card also, like metro launch also, you have they said that okay, you have a per year 10 metro launch, that airport launch access. Same thing, they go check it, okay, every card 10 years, then everything is checked, and whenever that subscription you use, it will keep counting your counter, like okay, 10 out of 10 user has already have used that metro launch for two, right? Two ride of three or four, five, right? So similar way, then that is that is where usage and metering come in the picture, that how you are using your consumption, consumption, and that will keep sending to CI system final,
Mm-hmm.
and that is where CC
Mm.
and CM system come in the picture.
Yeah.
Then finally, when they use they keep tracking, they will keep a track of your usage and consumption, and they will keep sending that usage and consumption data to CI system through that sheets or bits. Bits come from the billable items, sheets come from the consumption item, and finally they will keep creating invoicing or billing document in CI system. And finally, fourth step is billable receiver collection. Now you have to receive your amount, right? Like that, okay, you have to send an invoice to the customer, or now it's kind of you have to get that money from the customer. So there are three type of scenario. One is prepaid scenario. Prepaid means Teraju, like first you pay, then you use it. That is called the prepaid.
Pay as you go, right? That is
Yeah.
pay as you go. Is it this
Yeah,
one?
prepaid means you just first you pay or pay as per first you just prepaid recharge. It means you are giving the money first and then you are using that money. So it means, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
for one subscription it's a 30 euro subscription. Then you opted, then what you will do, you first pay 30 euro and immediately your subscription started. And okay, so
Yeah.
that is where and another thing, the postpaid, like you use that subscription, end of the month you will receive an invoice that okay, let's say example, nowadays most of that in Indian homes or everywhere we have a postpaid connection, internet connections, right? That I have
Yeah.
taken a say 600 rupees plan for my family, and every month I used to get a invoice, and the due date is that every month of five, next month of five is a due date. So that is where till this process already every 30 of month, 30 of every end of the month, this till this process metering consumption everything is done. Then the FICA what will do, I think FICA more than me. They just create a divide or account receivable part, and they just hand that notice, dunning notices also, and just try to take collections. And once they receive that amount, they will just put they will nullify that AR, AR item with the that receive item, like and then they will post that invoice, then they clear that invoice. Then partner revenue share, like this is again very important nowadays. Most of the like telecom companies is used by partner revenue share. Now I will like to give an example of how they are sharing. So just take an example, that most of the telecom companies, what they will do, they will put a one tower in one area. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say you are with me, right? I'm not
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
into.
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just give the example that how that business model is working. So what they decided that okay, in this area, it's not necessary that for Airtel have separate tower, or Geo has a separate tower. No, right? It's not like that, because tower installation is done by different company. They have they have given it their that all this physical infrastructure is created by only different entity. But what they will do, they will use this tower for their consumption for this within this area for their network, right? So Geo is also using the same tower. Now let's say Geo is owning that tower, that okay, this is tower belong to me. Now Airtel came and said that, okay, guys, I want to also provide this service in this area. Okay, so then Jio said, okay, fine. You want to provide in this area, but I will charge you for a, this tower sharing charges with you because you are going to use my tower for, your consumption charge. Then
mm,
Airtel says, okay, fine. So in that case, what Airtel will do? Airtel will do all this process, like from, business modeling, everything they will do. Ultimately, Airtel and Jio has a deal that every subscription you are going, I need only 2% of that. I need a profit of 2%, or let's say every subscription I will take, 2 rupees for every subscription. Something, pricing condition they will decide, and any what are the pricing model. In that way, what happened? What is that? That Airtel will have a revenue share partner with, and Airtel will create a revenue share partner with Jio. Then for every contract, they will have a revenue share partner. That is nothing but a Jio. And end of that, after getting this money over here, Airtel is going to pay some 2% of that money to Jio. So that is where this partner revenue share come in the concept. And that is widely used, we will discuss this. It's just like in a provider contract only. You know,
mm,
there are two type of contract. One contract is, is between Jio and customer, like Airtel and customers, right? So
yeah,
from customers, Airtel is providing services to customers, and customer is paying to Airtel, right?
yeah,
Now, another same kind of relationship is between Airtel and Jio. That Airtel is using Jio's infrastructure, so Jio want money from Airtel. So Airtel is paying some amount for them. So they have their own also contract, right? It's a kind of subscription, like Airtel is
yeah,
subscribing. So that is where they will create a kind of their subscription within that is called a partner revenue contract. We will discuss this in our brief, in our SOM subscription, that how does it work. But in the top level, if the interviewer asks you this question that how this work, so just tell them as a business configuration, it's a similar like a provider contract only.
yeah,
Is between two organizations
mm,
with certain condition that how much I'm going to pay you or how much you are getting me or what conditions, what areas.
okay, okay,
Okay. So this is where overall SAP, and ultimately we have a RAR also, revenue recognition model. Maybe you might be aware how the RAR works. With the RAR, you ultimately calculate your revenue, that how much let's say you have. Just take an example. We just same scenario we discussed that we have a Airtel have a contract, 1 year contract, like for the Airtel have a 1 year contract for their internet, right? So now
yeah,
what through the RR, what they will recognize? They will recognize that, okay, for this 1 year contract, how much revenue I'm going to get it.
mm,
Okay, so
yeah,
that is where they say that, okay, every month I have, for my contract is for 12 month. Okay, with my customer, for this customer, I am expected that end of the month, end of the year, I expected to get 100, let's say 100 euros per month to the subscription. So I am expected to get to 1200 euro as a revenue. Okay, so what
yeah,
happened when every month, that is called the revenue, like as an area, that is where you recognize your revenue. Then for every month, when you receive your 100 euro, so what system will do? System just recognize that revenue against that 1200 euro. 1200 euro, that okay, out of 1200 uh, euro, I just today for this month I got revenue, I just revenue recognizes 100. So every month they will keep a track that, okay, what is my expected revenue, how much revenue we already recognize, it means how much revenue we got it. So that is where you will have your reporting also in the place, that you have a real time reporting.
okay,
You got it, like why it is needed, because industry is very competitive, right? Every day they have to keep track of, and you won't believe it, it's happened for weekly also, right? Area with the area, you can recognize your revenue or projection, everything by weekly basis or quarterly, like bi-weekly, right? So they will keep a track of their all financials, right? How much my revenue, are we meeting or revenue projection or not. So that is where BRIM is used by most of that companies, because it's provide from start to end solution.
Okay.
It's not like that you just put a subscription, you got a money, but no, but it will also provide you the insight of your projected revenue, realized in your system, and how much is pending revenue. So top like leadership high, that the high, like that top leadership can sit in the table, and they can decide that in which direction our subscription is going on. Are we lagging in the market, or is it like on the track?
Yeah.
Okay, so now just just see, just think through think through all these scenarios, and just imagine that how the industry is working in terms of BRIM like technology, like they are using the BRIM, and from what is the start point and what is the end point, then you will get answers, right? What I explain you. Take example of Geo, Airtel, any subscription now. The for any movies also, like any movies released, then all this, what do you say, that all the big halls, right? What is the India have a lot of two three, so those have their same model is there. But every
Yes.
movie is released, they will see that okay, is 100% booking my hall, right? It's like that cinema ticket, right? It means that okay, I'm projected to get that much of revenue, and then they will decide that whether it's going to be hit or not, right? So you imagine what kind of scenario that will come under the same framework. Like first they will design that business model, design, pricing, then subscription, then uses, then finally revenue share, RAR, revenue recognition, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
these are the just example. Cloud infrastructure, most of the licensing services, let's say Adobe, or let's say you want most of the IT companies, IT software licenses using the BRIM, because they give you the license. Let's say I have taken yesterday for my kids laptop, the Microsoft the MS license, right, subscription for 1 year, and that is how in their system. For me it's a subscription, but from there for their system is a BRIM only that is working. Telecommunication industry, I just explain you. Then you say that transportation, railways, metros. In Europe, most of the big railways, there's everybody is using a subscription, yearly subscription, monthly subscription. They just everything goes through this, booking.com, flights, that hotels, okay, and
Yeah.
parcels also, like say in post.nl, in Europe we have a parcel company, post.nl. So what they do, they just book a parcel through that, and it means that they are just taking a subscription, and in that way they are delivering the parcels, and the logic, and from the bridge perspective, it's the same concept. It's the way, if for a BRIM concern, it's just a different way of redesigning your business process to in your actual BRIM solution, nothing else.
Yeah.
So again, same thing we have. I think I just explained business, these are the thing. And now in below, what you will say, same thing, like what you do, product catalog, this is the most important, where you do all this product catalog, and mediation will come in the when we have a digital, through the digital route, we get use and that real time data, that how much is consumed. The CC system will use to refine out that consumption, and send the final sheets to our CI conversion invoicing system. The rest of the process we just discussed. Now you can see customer financial revenue management. That is where I just explained you what is the revenue management.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will come that and big organizations, let's take an example of HP. So we did a implementation for HP, and what happened, HP wanted that, okay, because HP not only sell only laptops, they also sell that software also for HP within. So they have a subscription, and for those software they need to keep track of there's consumption usage, that for 12 it's a software, the license they give for the software for 12 month, right? If that
Yeah.
is expired, then they have to renew that licenses. So in that way, and at end of the year they have to do their revenue, calculations also that okay, for if are we meeting our revenue target or not. So that is where they implemented BRIM as 2019, and it's a big hit for HP.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, then same thing, and I would say I think you must be having these documents, and if no, and so you just read through this one, because
Yes.
I think you have a real time experience on that
Yeah.
how the contract is there, but
Yeah,
you
Mahesh,
just
which
hmm,
version it is? Which
yeah.
version? This AC 230. Which version? Because I have very old, 6, 7 years
Yeah,
back version. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm just using for a only introduction person. Newer one we will use it for BR to 200 to 230 we will use it. It just
Sure, sure.
just to give you, because today's introduction part, right? We are just going to
Yes,
understand
Mahesh. Yeah, yeah.
and actual. So, but why I use this one, because it have a more theoretical it have more theoretical part. So, and that is very easy to understand that how this subscription and how that in your real time we can see ourselves itself. Because when I was new in the BRIM, I was keep thinking that let's say where is the BRIM is getting used. But nowadays when I board it in the train, I can imagine that okay, this train scenario, we can implement the BRIM. If I take any kind of subscription, first thing as a technical part, as a technology consultant, I got an idea in my mind that okay, we can implement this scenario in the BRIM, because it's just a subscription, right? So just think through that outside day to day life, there are a lot of scenarios where BRIM can be implemented.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so all these things are just I just now they are giving different example. I know, like how
Mm.
they are checking this cloud, like cloud subscription you are taking. Then these are the CC system used to take different pricing. Like what the CC will do, they will put a different if else condition. They have this charge plan. Like for consumption scenario, we have the subscription plan, right? Similar way
Yes.
for the consumption scenario, we have the charge plan. And now in the charge plan, we have different conditions. What we have condition that okay, first 100 consumption is free. That is, then after first 100 consumption from 100 to 500, you will be charged for per subscription equal to €2. Then we have that after 500 you will be charged for €3. Then in within that that we will have that okay, if you use this consumption in the peak hours and off peak hours. Let's say you use this consumption peak hours, then you will not charge by €2, but you will be charged by €2.5. But let's say you use the same consumption in off peak hours, then you will be charged for not a €2 but €1.5. So there will be if else conditions with, and how you put those if else condition in charge plan, you define your lookup tables, you define your SLA. Check in SLA means like what time period your charge plan is your valid. So that is done through this this charge plan setting in CC system.
Yeah,
Okay, so just think through also this one also, that in consumption scenario there could be multiple if else scenarios within the charge plan. Similar way, like in the subscription plan, we have the because subscription plan is quite easy, that will handle through SOM and CI itself. And you
yeah,
just define your subscription product from pricing catalog, and you define different pricing that and you just do it. But the charge plan used to come from the CC system, and all this if
yeah,
else condition you has to define in the charge plan.
yeah,
Okay, and so same thing they are just telling us. And again examples they are giving us. This is cloud service selection, that this is the example I see, that you take Gmail, that storage cloud for now
Mm.
we have taken subscription one year. Same logic will apply over there for the Gmail. We have opted for one subscription. It's a 1 year contract, and they
Yeah,
will keep tracking that how much GB you have used for your storage, and that is done by your CC system. Then ultimately they will keep sending me the final invoice, right? So
yeah,
same example, it just we can imagine in our day to day life. Multiple examples are there. Your telecom is the one of the best, example that, every telecom company, and I think Jio was the first, telecom company which implemented our SAP BRIM when it was,
Hmm.
new, and it was quite hit. Jio was an SAP BRIM they are currently using. I have a lot of my friends over there, and they are currently working in the Jio project.
Yeah.
And nowadays, they tell that Airtel is also moving to BRIM, and the Analytica, nothing but that, you have inbuilt multiple reports, right, where they will give you that, real time analytical data.
Yeah.
Railways, metro, Delhi metro, any other metro, you can take the charge. You can take any kind of example, toll plazas, airport lounge, right? So that subscription. So I think you every in day-to-day life, everybody is having either two, three subscriptions, right? I myself have taken two, three subscriptions, right? So that is a quite hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So any questions till this point, Raju?
No, as of now, it is clear the process flow and everything. And I'm intend to know, like, what are all the topics to be covered, like solution code to sales bundle, subscription bundle, how the prices will change with respect to variants or attributes, where we configure what is SD pricing, what is CC pricing,
Yeah.
how the
I think
based
for
on the
that
attribute
part.
values, how the yeah.
Pricing part also I will check with, and with Aditi, like for the system access, and we can go through in the system also with the data, and in there you will see that, how the pricing is calculated, how you can your price, how you can change your price, or how you can create a new price.
Yeah, how the
These are the,
pricing will be
yeah,
replicated from third party system,
yeah.
because if we are
So I just
migrating or
told
something.
third party system. I just told, just
Mm.
Raju, keep in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Just is just a mapping. Whenever is third
Mm.
party system is that we don't have to be afraid of ourselves that how you will do it.
Yeah.
You have to be confident on your BRIM knowledge that okay guys,
Yes.
in my
Yeah.
BRIM system, these are my pricing conditions and how my pricing used to work.
Mm.
Now you want to integrate this my BRIM system to any third party system, then tell me what are the parameters are there and how they will be mapped to my system. Now they will say that
Mm.
okay, we need this pricing, this price that okay, we have to charge for 220 by like for let's say a monthly basis 200 euro. It's just then what we will do, we just map that pricing and we put our system, we put a logic that okay, whenever we got this value from the upstream system for this price condition equal to px, I need to map this price condition to gen psmb. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then rest of the process over, will go as usual.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
And it's a part of, designing process that how you are mapping your, or third party system pricing condition there, where there, mapping data, mapping, mapping input and output fields to your BRIM input and output fields.
Okay.
And these are the, key important, all these are the, five are the key important, I would say object or the topics. Under that all some subscription order management modules, runs, right? First,
Yeah.
overview we just covered. First is in product catalog management. Second part is that once you are able to set up product catalog management, now is your time to create a provider order or provider, and from the provider order you are going to create a provider contract. Now you are able to create a provider contract. It's a legal binding agreement for a legal binding contract for 1 year, or let's say I mean like 2 year, 3 year. Now after 1 year, within the 1 year, user can ask and say that okay Raju, I want to upgrade my contract.
Yeah.
Let's say you say that okay, earlier my plan is that I have opted for 100 mbps speed of my internet. I want to go for 1000 mbps speed, right? So
Mm.
within that, after 3 months after using that service, user can come and say Raju, I want to upgrade my contract to premium, right? Then how you will do?
Mm.
You cannot cancel that existing subscription, right? Instead of that,
Mm.
what system is allow that you can give more benefit, you can give that feature within your subscription, right? So what you will do, you will keep your subscription with your contract as is, but you will trigger a contract change process. So in
Yeah.
SAP BRIM has given multiple change process. One
Mm,
example is called product change. Okay, then you have
mm,
product, then you have contract renewal. You have then you can change also that attribute also, product attribute also. Okay, your multiple product changes you can trigger in the contract.
mm,
So that
mm,
is where how you trigger the product change process. You have to define your change process profile, scheme that is called the ODI schema. How you define,
mm.
okay? So that we will cover during the contract change process. Then
Okay.
last topic is that important topic, that's a master agreement or that's a partner
Mm,
agreement that
mm,
is widely used. And let's take
mm,
example how, because it will use top of this contract or subscription order.
mm,
Now I will give you an example. Let's say that will be used between B2B scenario, B2B scenario,
mm,
business to business scenario. I will give
mm,
example that just take example that uh, HP HP using their software, right? And HP
mm,
have their laptops, and they
mm,
are using multiple softwares.
mm,
Now they are also using the Adobe software. Okay.
mm, mm.
Now what happened? They have taken the Adobe software from which company? Because Adobe, right? Now they put a master condition to Adobe. Okay, for yearly, this year we are going to use, let's say roughly amount, 10K Adobe software. We are going to use it. We are going to buy from you, or let's say take a license from you. Then give
Yeah.
me, discount that, okay, let's have a negotiation that if you give me this, if I give it this bulk order, then how much benefit or how much, profit or how much, benefit or discount I'm getting for that. Then
Yeah.
Adobe will say that, okay, for this year, since you are taking, the 10K software, then I will create a master agreement with between, HP and Adobe. Okay, for those 10,000 or let's say 10,000 licenses for Adobe, and you will be charged only for let's say 1 million euro. Okay, that is the master
Yeah.
agreement. Now, what Adobe will do, what HP will do for every laptop, right? The HP will send to its end customers. They will install that Adobe and they will provide that subscription for the Adobe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in their system, for they will create a provider contract between HP and customer. But
Yeah.
for that Adobe license is a part of master agreement which was done between HP and Adobe. Okay, that 1 million deal, right? So they will put that master agreement in their subscription contract so that every subscription that for every subscription which HP is selling to his end customer, that will subscription keep deducting from that master agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Mm,
the final price also they will be calculating that, okay, now since they have got a discount, big discount from Adobe through this master agreement. Now HP have decided that, okay, we get a good discount. Why can't we give this some discount to our customers also to attract it, right? So
yeah.
what they will do, they will uh, since this master, they will create a contract with reference to master agreement. The system will check it that, okay, this contract is referring to this master agreement, and in this master agreement for Adobe software, for Adobe product, we are getting a 2% discount we are giving. Then for those contract and customer will be getting 2% discount in their invoicing.
Yeah.
So that is
Yeah.
where and interviewer will ask you this scenario, because they will say you that, okay, Raju, just tell me, when does this master agreement is used, and then you
Yeah.
have to say that it is used between B2B scenario only,
Yeah.
business to business net. Same thing for the partner agreement. Partner agreement that you want to share your revenue with somebody, right? Then you do a partner agreement. Is again in that partner agreement you put your all. conditions, what kind of scenario you want to give that the discount to another party. That is called the partner agreement.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
same thing if you coming down to product catalog. Now I think this one we already discussed. These are the different modules of SAP BRIM from start to end. And I think this is a product catalog. So in this product catalog, I just explain you what you do. That actually you just define your product. It's a subscription product, it's a consumption product, and product is nothing but your actual, if you go in SAP system, you will see MM03 or MM02. That is where you will see your product, right? And then you
Yeah.
have different type of product, a recurring product, one time product, usage based product. So those are the product, but end users, those are the sub services like sub recurring service, one time service, or users based service. Combination rules also, sometimes business say that we want to have a product with subscription with the consumption, right? So it means like your 100 euro is a subscription fee that is charged for every month. Top of that, how much you data you consume it, that will be charged based on your consumptions. So that is called the subscription consumption. In that way, you define your combination rules, that okay, how that consumption and subscription is going to define. Then you have one time and recurring scenario. One time means, let's say you have taken your subscription, but what happened, they has to deliver that instrument at your home. Let's say SIM card, or let's say you have taken a new TV subscription, right? Then they have to send you the TV that modem, right, to at your home. So that will have associated cost, right? So in that way, first time for the TV subscription, for 12 months of subscription, they will charge you one time fee, and that was called a installation fee. They can give you and many other names also, but I'm just a real time scenario, we will call them installation fee. That okay, 100 euro is going to charge as a first time, because it's related to your installation. And in that 100 euro, they will give you the TV modem, any other physical infrastructure, but that will be charged for 1 year. And for after next year onwards, they are not going to charge it, but they can define it. Like let's say for every year they want to charge one time as a 100 euro, then every year of first billing, they will get this one time fee. And the recurring
Yeah.
charges, you already know that how that recurring charges will keep happening. Cross catalog mapping, right? You remember how the cross catalog mapping that is used for create a this charge plan, right, in CC, right? How that this charge plan is created, and how you assign the charge plan through cross catalog mapping in your uh, cross through the cross catalog mapping, you assign that charge plan to your products.
Yeah.
Then up and cross down. Upselling means you want to upgrade your product. You want to downgrade your product from, let's say, from a standard product. You want to upgrade to premium product, and from premium product you want to downscale to standard product. That is called the upselling and downselling.
Yeah.
And in how you do generally is, you know this question they will ask you. Let's say your subscription, 1 year subscription is going on, and top up subscription, your TV subscription is going on, and now you realize that World Cup is coming. I need to have this ESPN, or that ESPN channel access also. Okay, so in that way you are upgrading your subscription, right? So you will
Yeah.
raise a request to subscription team that okay guys, my subscription is this one, and I want to opt it for this channel also. So that is called the upselling. Now for the BRIM consultant, it's just new attribute is adding in your contract, right? New in your product. So what happened, you just put you will put through the AVC, because in the product is configurable in all the BRIM, right? So
Yes.
you will check that configuration, that you will open that that product. You what if sorry First what you will trigger, you will create a change process, contract change process. Within change process, a system will open, and they will ask you to change your contract. Then you will see your product screen through the ABC. Now you will put the check mark on that new attribute for that new channel, right? And ESPN channel. As soon as
Yeah.
you click on that, you submit your contract. Now in your new contract, the data will flow, that attribute will flow, and based on that attribute, your pricing will also trigger. System will check it, that okay, for this attribute you are going to charge additional 30 euro for per month, right? And
Yeah.
then it will send that new bits to your CI system, and then you will do a new billing, right, for the change scenario. Okay,
Yes.
when you are able to change when you are able to the invoice, system will the end user will get that end invoice, and as a subscription the same trigger will also send it to, as soon as billing it also goes to CI system, so that they will user will guard user will start using the subscription. It
Yeah.
will go in the sync, right, from end to end, how it is flow from upstream to downstream.
Yeah.
Okay, the same thing, you can see B2B scenarios, don't confuse with this B2B and B2C term. B2B is basically business to customers, and B2B is actually business to business, right? Like
Yeah.
multiple companies, they have in on subscription, right? Each other, like say, multiple or Indian ITs, they are using internet from either from Airtel or either from Jio, right? So they have their B2B connection, they have their B2B, their contract created from within that. So that is called the B2B scenarios. And you can see I just explain you, you can read this, this is the question, that manage B2B master agreement and hierarchy with large enterprise customers, include specific terms of the pricing, sale allowances for credit pooling, can order what volume discount invoicing. I just give the example that through the master agreement B2B scenario, multiple large organizations, they have their own terms of discounts, right, with multiple terms and multiple pricing scenarios. So that is where this master agreement come in the picture.
Yeah.
Okay, and now coming down to that, you can see, like before creating subscription, customer has to like and every company run their own campaign. What they will give a they will give a advertising that okay, for from Geo we are having this plan. You will see a lot of advertising on TV that, right? So after that
Yeah.
campaign you see, then only they will run the campaign, they will run an offer. When a customer accepted that offer, then they will customer will order it, then the contract is created.
Yeah.
So all this task, that before this order part, like campaign offer, that goes on non SAP, non BRIM platform. Because
Yeah.
you have to first create a campaign. A campaign can be run on that social media also, and somebody is watching the social media, he will see that campaign, that okay, oh, I am getting another getting a advertising that Airtel is offering me new plan with this option. Why can't you opt it for Airtel for next month? Then you just click on, you just accept that campaign. Based on when you accept that campaign, then you will be, oh, we will be you offered a new offer. Then you accepted that offer. Okay, that I'm interested for this offer. Then your order is created for the Airtel. So
Yeah.
before BRIM, just think through how many kind of process used to take place before order. There are a lot of
Yeah.
marketing campaign used to run, and
Yeah.
if somebody click on then he will be, sometimes offer is also done on the phone also. You call to customer care, and that hey, I just got information from some random sources that your company is offering some more discount. Then company say, yeah, we are offering, then can you give me an offer? Then first they will create offer for you. They will send that offer to you either from email or either through from, let's say, from your phone something. Then you will go through that offer. That offer sometimes is also called a quotation also. Is sometimes
Yeah.
called an offer, sometimes called a quotation. Okay, then you got
Yeah.
a quotation or a offer, you will see that okay, if I opted for this plan, for end of the year I'm going to get this kind of services and this kind of the
Mhm.
prices I'm going to pay. Then you accept
Yeah.
that offer or you accept that quotation, then your BRIM part is started, right? Like or creation of the offer or creation of the quotation also, your BRIM take place. Like quotation creation is happening in your BRIM system, and in the
Mm.
quotation you have your reference ID of your campaign. That okay, this campaign, this quotation or this offer is created in the reference of this existing campaign we used to run. Okay, so
Yeah.
that campaign ID will be used as a reference to your quotation and your offer in your
Yeah.
actual contract. So that campaign ID number will go from end to end. So now end of the year, when the top level management used to their tracking of that okay, Can we see the efficiency of our campaign, marketing campaign? Then how they will do? They will track it down that, okay, we ran the campaign, and out of this campaign, we have a 10 contract is created, new contract is created. What is the value of those contract? They will get that value from, from area, that okay, we get, 1 million, new revenue because of we run this campaign, and these are the campaign ID for this campaign. Then they can they can change their marketing strategy also. Then okay, next time we want to run this campaign more rigorously, or let's say more during the festival seasons. So just just think through, understanding your mind before, because I know that the technical part, but just imagine this business scenario. When you are able to
Yeah.
explain that way, you will get clear all the interviews. Trust me.
Okay. 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 Nice. Yeah.
Now this is the one of the best scenario, because just tell them how the BRIM is solving the business problems, right? Because somebody will ask you that, hey Raju, tell me, I am going to spend millions of rupees, 10 million, or let's say 5 million. What is the benefit BRIM is going to pay? Tell me, explain me. You are the consultant now, you have to tell me what your BRIM solution or BRIM system, how to solve my problems, how to bring a value in my system, my organizations. Now you give them, okay guys, this is how you are going to benefit it when you have the BRIM. You are going to have end-to-end solution. You run a campaign, you will show how much revenue it is bringing, how much your actual realization is revenue happening, or within that, after within the period of the subscription, you came to know that, okay, no, we are not getting that much of revenue that was expected. Why can't we make your offer more attractive, or contract more, subscription more attractive, right? So it's a
Yeah.
real time, real time information you are getting with a real time subscription, with a real time consumption, from end to
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go from different system. It's a inbuilt standalone solution where you have SOM, we have CI, we have CC, everything. And top of that, just for product catalog, or if you have more complex product catalog structure, then go for SAP inbuilt solution, CPQ, maybe any other, or CRM also. But ultimately, from the BRIM is a contract or order or a subscription contract, provider contract. Either it's a bids, either it's a seats, then billing, invoicing, FICA collections, then revenue recognition, end to end.
Yeah.
This is how the end to today we have covered this introduction part, and these are the like change process we are going to discuss. Like this is the BRIM data model, like already how you can see product, you do the product configuration through the AVC, advanced variant configuration. You put a conditions, your pricing condition, how we are going to build. Technical object will identify your product, right? Every product have a one unique ID, that is called a technical object in BRIM. But we in your real time scenario, we would say the serial number or any other number like SIM number. Like, so every subscription will have its unique ID just to track down that subscription in your system.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way we just explain you, everything is from this data model.
Yeah.
And business partner, nothing but a customer. It can be a corporate customer, a normal customer. And you can see, once you create a quotation, it create a provider contract. From the provider contract, it create a subscription contract. It goes to CICC. So this is how your introduction part is there. From tomorrow onwards, we will cover this product catalog, everything, how you set up your product catalog.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.